and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Welcome.
Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Navy's offense will go to work first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield. It's Horvath. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. Kearney on the Jets. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right?
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration.
Got enough space. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Farrell's ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Up-Shipman.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Kick is in the air. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Navy! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch him.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
221 wing, 221 wing. Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Horvath. Release to the back. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss to the outside. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Up-Shipman. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
That is 3 plays out. It's 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet!
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
He's tackled.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back, it wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. The option look. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Goes to the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Defense going all in to stop the run. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak.
Number 17 sets a kickoff.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Jackson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Rice rushes to the line. Off play action. Fears the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Navy offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football, he can make plays, use the big fella.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Navy!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive.
There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
On the option, runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
Military's done! Military's done!
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ready, ready!
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Makes one man miss. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Flag! Flag! Flag!
Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Up-Shipman.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looking to throw, it's Hort. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this foot. Already got a hand on it, it's blocked.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
And the Midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Turns it on down the left side. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, sack.
The give on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go, here we go.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Navy! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because...
And now the ball is free in the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
22 order. 22.
They'll go to the fullback. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day, putting it all together.
Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Navy will go back on the attack. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Charcoal.
On the option. Runs through a tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down.
Set, ready.
Give to the big fullback. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Now on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
At the 26.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a second down play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share.